and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Natasha and today we are doing a little pop-up live. Give me 1 second to fix the chat. If you can see us, go ahead and say hello. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I think no filter. There's so many new buttons now. There we go. Okay. So we found a deal today on collard greens. One of my friends texted me this morning and said, hey, they are on sale for 50 cents a bundle. And me being the kind of person I am, I have never canned collard greens, but I always seem to get more than we need. Hi, Angela, how are you? Angela's in North Carolina as well, so I know she got some of the crazy weather that we got. Thankfully, we did not lose power. I know most of North Carolina did. So we have collard greens going. We are working on getting them washed. I bought 6 bundles, so $3 worth of collard greens. I have never canned them either, so I actually texted my friend and said, hey, how do you can these, and are they good canned? Because we usually just eat them fresh. So she said they are delicious and gave me her recipe, so that is what we are doing. We've got a bunch of them already. We've got 3 bundles already semi-processed, and those are in our homemade broth. We took the scraps out of the freezer and made a broth out of those, and then added some ham hock and some ham chunk and some bacon. Can't really go wrong with bacon. So the house smells phenomenal. Sadly, Luke and I can't really eat bacon like that, but I know.
But I did.
He did sneak a couple of pieces.
At least
And then I did find some heavy whipping cream was also on sale for like $2.60 something for like the big ones. So I have 2 quarts of my homemade sour cream in the dehydrator fermenting. So there's just lots of things going on, and I figured instead of doing a video where I have to sit and edit and mess around with all that stuff, that I would just go live and show you what all we're doing. The other thing I've got going right now is I am making homemade tofu nuggets. So I've got some grated carrots. I'm gonna grate some zucchini and some squash and add about half a block of extra firm tofu, some nutritional yeast, and probably some chickpea flour. And we are going to get those into the oven. We are trying to start really cracking down on making stuff from Whole Foods, whole ingredients. I know that 3 Rivers Challenge has their pantry challenge going on, and I was invited to join along on that, but to be honest, I decided not to because 1, I cannot pass up a good deal at the store, and 2, I honestly think something is going to happen, and I do not want to deplete my pantry before something happens. So that's just kind of where I sit on that. I know a lot of channels that I follow and in this community are doing that pantry challenge, but I feel like we kind of do that anyways. So the challenge is, Luke's over here in the background.
What's this challenge you say?
The challenge is where you don't go to the store for 2 months, and you only use your pantry and your freezer.
Yeah, we could do that.
Hello? Yeah, we could do that, but that's the thing though, is then we'd be depleting our freezer and our... Yeah, we wouldn't spend a bunch of money, but you see now he wants me to do the challenge.
No, I don't. No.
Oh, because I was like, no. But honestly, the monkey, so if you guys don't know, we have a squirrel monkey. His name is Ollie.
Monkeys.
That's that little chirping you can hear. He requires fresh fruits and fresh veggies. That is the main consistency of his diet. So to do that challenge, I would have to make the rules. I guess everybody's making their own rules for the challenge too, of where we would be able to go to the store and get fresh produce for him, because obviously I can't keep fresh produce for 2 months during the middle of winter. In the summer, we could totally do that, because Ollie would eat like the berries from the berry bushes and the squash and zucchini and the cucumbers. So we could totally do that in the summer. I just don't think wintertime is the best time. A lot of the stuff that we do have in the freezer is stuff that I have planned to cycle through the freeze dryer. So I'm not really trying to do that, but we are a part of the Freeze Dried February. That is a collaboration I want to say is hosted by the Inquisitive Farm Wife. And so I am a part of that one. My video will be at the end of the month in February, and there are some really good prizes. She just released that list today to us, and that's going to be a really good one. I think one of the main prizes is a freeze dryer. So if you don't have one, definitely recommend that you follow Angela and check out all those videos. I think the only things you have to do to enter is to comment on the videos that are a part of that collaboration. There's also Mylar bags are part of that. So even if you don't have a freeze dryer, you can always put like your dehydrated foods in Mylar bags. I want to say a vacuum chamber sealer, and maybe something from Retired at 40 or Live Life Simple. I think he's got 2 different channel names. I want to say he's also throwing in stuff as well. And then I'm sure that other channels have stepped forward to also donate into that. So that's a really cool collaboration coming up that I am in. And then I am also working behind the scenes to do in another collaboration. I'm working with Tanya from Lowell Family Farms. I'll have to look up that name. I know it's Lowell Family, maybe it's Lowell Family Homestead. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But she asked me if she wanted, or she asked me if I could co-host with her a meal in a jar for the month of March. So we are going to do emergency meal in a jars is the name pun that I have kind of come up with. And we are going to open that up for dehydrators and freeze dryers. So if you don't have a freeze dryer, you can still be a part of that collaboration. And so if that is something that any of you are interested in being a part of, you can shoot me an email. I've got a list of people that I plan to reach out to make sure that we have enough people in the collaboration. I'm still in like the beginning works of that because that is planned for March, but that one's going to be super fun too. And we are reaching out and seeing if we can't get some really sweet giveaway prizes for that as well. So lots of things happening, that is for sure. Yeah, you're getting tired of cutting. Luke's over there cutting up the collard stems.
I thought I'm about to go recut.
Yeah, so the collard stems, I don't know, does anybody have some good recipes for those or some ideas on what to do with those? We looked through, and I honestly think we might just feed them to the chickens because they may just not be worth the hassle. So I've got my veggies grated up right here. I'm gonna add some salt.
You're going to become the chicken's favorite again.
Yeah, you are the chicken's favorite. The chickens love Luke. They don't like me. Like, he goes out there and these ladies come running. He has all the ladies running, okay? Like, literally, all of the ladies come running. Nobody else can do that. Just Luke. Thankfully, I'm only competing with what? How many I got? 8? 8 hens. I'm only competing with 8 other ladies, guys, so.
I don't know why I love it so much. I do a terrible rooster.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna let those kind of absorb that salt, and then I'm gonna take them and strain the liquid out so I can make these little nugs. I think I had started to say that we are trying to get away from boxed and processed things. They can't cook, so they are. This is true. This is true. Chickens can't cook. They do make some good meals, though.
They are delicious.
They are delicious, Luke says. So we are trying to get more into whole foods. I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of the recalls recently, but it's kind of frightening. One of them I saw the other day was chicken nuggets. They found metal in like kids' dino nuggets. And I was like, ah, because my kids love chicken nuggets. But that's why we are going to try to make these tofu veggie nuggets.
Don't do it, children.
I might be the only one eating them.
No, what's that?
Actually, I love tofu. I'm not gonna lie. I like it, so I've got no problems with it. My kids are actually really good with eating their fruits and vegetables. I've only got one that does not like tomatoes. But other than that, everybody else pretty much does a fantastic job. Don't you, Coco? He said.
Everybody loves his veggies.
So I'm going to do about this much tofu in this mixture. Alright, so where are we at on the collards? Is this batch one? I'm going to move you guys closer in this way. Oop, we got to unplug.
I'm gonna run this to the chicks up into this bowl.
They're going to come run into him. Okay. So we are doing like a I don't know, like a batch run with these where we go through and wash them like 4 or 5 times. And then we have been running them through with the Mirror Safety food detoxifier because greens are disgusting and the amount of dirt that comes off of them is crazy. Hi Dee, how are you today? So this is round 1 with these, and then hopefully I can convince Luke to de-stem all these, and we will wash with vinegar a couple more times, and then rinse and use the Mirror Safety on it because these things are super dirty. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys the broth that we have going. So like I said, we did 3 bunches. We made this broth with kitchen scraps. Oh my, see, my mind is on the chickens. That I had like in the freezer. And so we made a nice deep broth with that. And then we've added in some ham chunks, some bacon, some onions, some garlic, some oregano. We did salt, pepper, just lots of deliciousness in there.
Cajun seasoning.
Cajun seasoning, Luke says. So we just kind of have that warm in there while we work on getting the rest of these processed because they are taking a lot more time than I thought they would. I am going to can these. I have never canned greens before, actually, which is kind of crazy. I've canned almost everything. It seems like. I've done a lot of Rebel canning, but I don't know if I'll be doing Rebel canning on this channel because it is very controversial, seems. So, but I've never done greens. So I actually reached out to one of my friends and asked her how she cans hers because she does do a lot of collards and spinach. And so she sent me the recipe she uses, and that is how we are going to be canning them. They are pretty much, because they do have meat in them, they're pretty much canned at the same stipulations as meat. So pint 75 minutes, 11 pounds of pressure, and quarts for 90 minutes, 11 pounds of pressure, depending on your altitude. So that is what we are going to do. It's going to take us quite a while to get to that part, but hopefully some point today we might get there, huh? Luke is regretting getting up early because he's seeing all the nonsense I get into during the day.
I was like, oh hell.
He volunteered himself and now wants to unvolunteer.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
Okay, so I'm going to bring out this. Let's see, it's already 12:30. So did anybody else get some of this crazy weather that came through yesterday? We pretty much thought we were going to lose power, hands down. Like, I probably would have bet money on that we were going to lose power. And surprisingly, we didn't. So, I'm very thankful we didn't.
Many people did.
The pink bowls were Tupperware. This one, this is a, what is that company? It is Tupperware.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I was going to say.
I think you got these at your sister's.
Yeah, my sister used to be, or had a friend or something that was some sort of consultant. And I'm not gonna lie that they have lids and everything with it, but my favorite one is the biggest one. Not this one, that one, the one that Luke has. This giant purple one. I probably pull this out daily and use it.
Just big enough for my head.
It is just big enough for your head. A bowl head.
Yeah. Big old head.
Yes, yes. So Dee says that she used to sell Tupperware, and these were one of her favorites.
Yeah, they lasted quite a while.
They have lasted quite a while, because I haven't seen my sister in like 7 years since Eiley was born. 7, 8 years. So they're at least 7, 8 years old, and I use them daily.
Where are you? I'm just cutting stems over here. Don't mind me, y'all. The stem slave.
The stem slave, he says.
Oh man.
You getting sleepy?
Yes.
Might have to make me a cup of coffee.
I got up way too early.
Cup of coffee.
Coffee.
Although I've been trying not to drink as much because I hear that it's really bad for your gut health. I don't know if it's true or not.
I drink tea. Poor tofu.
Poor tofu.
And you just take it right over there to the trash.
No. Don't listen to Luke. I'm doing a small batch because I do want to test it to make sure it works before I waste all of the produce. I think it'll be good. I think I'm going to do that in the blender. Let's add some nutritional yeast. This is definitely a pantry staple in my household. Luke says it's poo-poo, but I love it.
It stinks, and I hate it.
I love it. Put it on everything. You can buy the big bags of this on Amazon for like 12 bucks. It's a better price than these little ones, but I bought this little one for the last video. Stop it. The last budget video I did, so I wasn't like having all these big bags and stuff.
I feel like when you blend that, it's going to look like the inside of McDonald's nuggets.
It probably will. That'll be good. That means kids will eat it.
Ugh. Don't do it, children.
Don't do it, children.
Save yourself.
Save yourselves. Hello, how are you? Is it morning or afternoon? Norwegian homestead? Morning, afternoon, night? Let's see. Pepper. I'm gonna add some pepper. Garlic and onion powder, you think? Some garlic. Looks like, I don't know. You making some weirdness over here.
Yep, I don't know what that stuff is.
Hi, Des. How are you? So, Des, I am sorry I abruptly quit your live yesterday because I accidentally kicked the power cord to my computer and it disconnected me. And then it took forever to reload, and then I was just like, ugh. The weather yesterday was crazy.
Yeah, I hate the weather. It makes me anxious. There's more in store.
Yes.
Wonder if anyone in there get any of that blizzard?
Um,
I'd rather have the blizzard.
yeah, the blizzard would be nice. Oh, crap. This is bent. Oh, help!
Why you have a blizzard, Daddy?
I think it's easier to manage and do. I invent that for you.
Thank you.
It's easier to manage, bud,
Yeah.
than tornadoes.
Yeah, I would much rather have snow than tornadoes.
Kind of track a blizzard. Can't really track a tornado, so it's doing tornado things.
That's true. 1 second, I'm gonna blend this.
It's just like,
It looks like a nugget.
looks like the filler of a nugget. We smell it.
Smells like
Normal person smell check. Smells like
nutritional
bread dough.
bread dough.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Probably the yeast.
Yeah, I would assume.
So while Luke is, ooh, it's really mushy. While Luke is de-stemming the rest of these collards because there's so many of them.
These kind of bitters called?
Not sure, little man. I am working on making some tofu veggie nuggets. Because we saw a recall for the dino nuggets. They have metal in them. So I'm trying to find a healthy alternative
And not feed the children metal.
and not feed my children metal. I watched a video the other day of a lady making snack boxes for her kids, and almost everything in there was processed and full of chemicals and just ugh. I don't know, it kind of made me sad because I don't want my kids to just be full of chemicals. Every now and then's okay.
Our little walking biohazards.
Fucking biohazards. Oh no.
Some stuff we put in there.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff that they're putting in everything. What was it? I also saw another article about bread having human hair in it as a dough conditioner
For shelf
preservative
life.
for shelf life. So that was me and Luke joking this morning, was I was going to make some bread and that we needed to cut his hair, so I had some hair for the bread.
So if I ever show up bald, just know we made bread.
Stop. Xylee, do you need a haircut, honey?
We need bread.
Just look at me no. Oh, that's funny. Oh my.
I'm definitely gonna need a haircut.
Oh yeah, you want to volunteer your hair for the bread?
We're making bread hair.
Make a bread hair bread.
We're making bready hair. Hairy bread.
Here we go.
No, you're all set.
Just like, no thanks, guys. Okay, so this is how this turned out. This is very, actually, I kind of like it. The recipe that I did find uses chickpeas with aquafaba, but I do
What was
not.
that?
aquafaba.
A what now?
Aquafaba? Chickpeas?
They're a type of chickpea?
No, it's the water that's inside, or that the chickpeas make.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my.
What?
I'm not wrong, right?
I believe you.
Now I feel like I need to question because most of the time Luke is right, so now I'm questioning.
I just never heard of it. Oh, this is-
Aquafaba,
It's
yeah.
a weird name.
You can also use it to, when you whip it, you can whip it and make it into like a, not like a whipped cream type.
That just sounds utterly
Yeah,
horribly
like when you
disgusting.
open up the can
Ugh.
of cooked chickpeas,
Yeah.
like canned chickpeas,
Yeah.
that
The other
brine
day, it stinks.
is called aquafaba. Thank you, Angela, for still running us in the background. I have hit my watch hours, but it hasn't updated yet in like back office. So I know I've hit them, but it's taking forever to update in back office. So I am not monetized yet, but very close because I know I've hit the hours. So close, yet so far away.
We're trying to expand our budget.
I know. It would be nice though to be able to use that money to give back to the viewers with like the giveaway for the collaborations. We are just creating a lot of dirty dishes this morning.
Yeah. Who's gonna be mad when he makes it?
Yes. So Dee, this is my second channel. My main channel is my monkey channel, and that's got what, 43K on it?
Just about.
I think 43K subscribers on it. So I get an email from Google when they plan to do a subscriber clean out, is what they call it. And so what they do is they basically go through over the course of a week and they drop off accounts that are inactive, accounts that have violated YouTube rules, or
Fake ones.
bots. So if your subscribers have not watched videos in so long, then they also drop off. So it could be that YouTube did a clean out recently. I know they kind of stagger them, so like the larger channels go first and then they kind of stagger down through the smaller channels, but that's my guess as to probably what happened, why you dropped a lot of subscribers at once.
I wish Facebook would do it. I'm so sick of deleting
Yeah,
Ali
Facebook.
Rahim from India trying
Yeah.
to date people commenting on food videos.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I get a lot of those too on my blog.
There's a ton of
It's
Ali.
really
Yeah, it's
annoying.
really
Like how
frustrating.
does keto recipes relate to my monkey blog? I don't know.
These guys are like hitting on people.
Oh,
Yeah, it's crazy.
not
it's
cool.
Yeah, it's super.
we don't need that.
And Facebook doesn't even notify me. So like I literally have to go through every
Oh.
single post, scroll down, and it'll only notify me if they reply. So I told them hey, put a reply in there so I get the noti because
Right.
then I can block them or whatever. But it doesn't
That's
even tell you.
frustrating. That's why I let Luke do all the Facebook stuff. 'Cause
Oh, it's super frustrating.
That's annoying. Hang on, I'm gonna take this out of here. Fake 350, I think. I don't know where to put this. We're out of room.
Table. For now, we'll have to move it back over here.
Yeah, we got so muchness going on this morning. Oh, well, thank you for subscribing to the Monkey channel. I need to post on there again. I need to go up there and clean his monkey room is really what it is.
Yeah, the holidays kind of.
The holidays kind of
jumped in the way of everything.
Mess that up, and then when it storms, Ollie does not like the thunder and the rain, and for my safety and for his safety, I just do not get him out that day because he's agitated. So he definitely needs to come out today though and play. I'm trying to get close enough so I can read these. So yours were going up and down too? I don't know why. It's kind of frustrating. Do you think I should bread these? I think that's what they did. They breaded them.
I think it's happening more often now to people too because there's lots of AI channels coming out where all the content, there's no person in it, it's just talking.
Yeah.
Or it'll be just hands.
Yep.
And they're just completely fake, so they're trying to leave
That
those
makes
out.
sense too.
Kind of annoying.
That is kind of annoying.
Make it turn on a little bit.
What you doing, Xylee Bug?
Nothing.
It looks like you're doing something.
Zal, you want to learn how to destem some collards?
Look at him trying to con the kids into helping.
Worth a shot.
So I'm taking these and dipping them into some panko Italian style breadcrumbs. They look like nuggets. I'm impressed. Luke's not impressed, but it looks like a nugget.
Looks like something. Like a dehydrated turd.
Yay!
I'm just kidding.
Ask your daddy.
It's colorful, more colorful than I.
They're certainly more healthy.
Yeah, for sure. That's what it's about.
Nuggets.
Yeah.
I just like giving you mess about your
Mhm.
tofu consumption over there.
Well, that will make me stop snacking on the pizza, of course.
Yeah.
Shh, you're not supposed to say that.
It's veggie pizza.
Oh, Xylee, you're giving all away my secrets.
Storm pizza. We'll
Yeah,
call it.
it was from the storm. Because I was not trying to make a mess in my kitchen and then lose power and not be able to clean it up because that really drives me nuts.
Yeah, you gotta make certain concessions sometimes.
Okay, so Tina says she fed the stems to the rabbits or the chickens.
Okay.
So I think that's what we're gonna end up doing too.
Yeah, they're out there loving it.
Yeah.
Little chop sesh there.
I didn't know how much to feed though to the rabbit. I didn't
Yeah.
want to like give him diarrhea or anything silly.
Yeah. Chickens, I think, is the best bet. They kind of need the newts right now. More so, I feel like.
Yeah, the chickens. Did you give some to the red hen?
Gave him, yeah, no, I did
No?
not actually. I always forget about her. Antisocial Annie, that's what I call her.
So I'm also making some tofu veggie nuggets while Luke works on the collard greens. Luke says he can't wait to have some of these.
I'll taste one. I've never eaten them before, so.
Neither have I.
I'll taste one and y'all will be able to tell by my face.
Whether it's good or not.
Yeah.
Well, I've been trying to come up with new recipes for like the healthy budget meals. And so I was hoping, because tofu is a fairly cheap protein compared to meat. So I was hoping that this recipe would work and I could include it into an actual video. So this is kind of a test run.
But I'm more of a reverse seared medium steak guy. Not really a fan of tofu or
I like tofu.
faux-fu or whatever that
Faux-fu?
nonsense.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, that stuff. So we'll see. This should be interesting. Who knows? It might be good.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Ah. I'm terrified.
You're terrified. Oh
A bit.
no. So I should make a tinier one for you.
Yeah, a little guy. In an L shape.
Apple shape. Look.
A lowercase L. The lowercase L, because the big L will be just too much. Too big.
They smell good.
Almost through it.
Almost through that batch. How many more batches?
This is all the rest.
Thank goodness.
It looks like one more pour lip. This is stir.
I can see your comment. Does that count? Belt loop 29.
Robert?
I said, can you see me now? So I can see your comment.
Yep. I thought you were talking to me. I thought you said belt Luke. I was like,
Oh, belt Luke.
what did you call me?
No, it's scary.
I tasted one of those greens there inside the pot. It's delicious.
He said nobody was seeing him in the chat on
That's
the
all.
other channel he was trying to chat on.
That's weird.
Well, we see you. Okay. That did not make as many as I thought it was going to, but I guess that's because I only used a third of the block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some of these are a bit huskier than the others.
This one's chunky.
Yeah, he is. Should I split them in two?
Perhaps. Maybe this one and this one?
Back to the drawing board.
Did anyone get any snow from any of the blizzard? I was wanting to ask.
I don't know.
Yes, they
Did
got
anybody
one.
get any of the snow? I know Des is down south. I want to say, Des, aren't you in Florida? I want to say Des is in Florida.
She got missed by all those tornadoes, I'm assuming, thankfully.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh no, you're not shadow banned. Not here, at least. Northern Florida, she said, about 45 minutes from the Georgia border. That's what I thought. I thought she was in Florida.
So she did see some of that scary weather then.
Yeah.
Glad you got missed, Des.
Yes, for sure.
So scary looking.
No, that weather was insane.
We got roads closed in our county, in the west
Yeah.
of it. We've just been over flooded. All the creeks overflowed, and they canceled school again today for it.
Did they?
Yeah, because there's no roads.
Wow.
The kids they can't get down to the kids.
See, we don't even know because we homeschool, so kids are here all the time anyways. Hey, you going, Tink? I'm gonna come back and check.
Okay. What's that big guy? I didn't hear what he said.
What'd you say, Tink?
What are the roads? What's animals?
Leads. They're called leads. L-E-A-D. What about again?
Almost done.
Almost done, he
Couple more
says.
stops.
Whew. And then the annoying part, which is the canning part.
So I get to just watch.
Mm. Des is saying that they had some trees come down.
Yeah, Florida got hammered by that storm. It's kind of wild.
2 doors down. Came down in their backyards, crossed 4 of them.
Thanks.
Yikes. Gary, that kind of stinks. We've been shadow banned before, just like general YouTube, where YouTube doesn't show our content. That was the monkey channel though. And it took forever to get out of that.
Took over a year.
It took almost a year to get over a year, yeah, to get out of that shadow ban. Thanks to YouTube.
Well, and in that niche, a lot of people,
Yeah.
like PETA people, will report us for animal abuse.
Yep.
We're constantly having to talk to YouTube.
An L? That's a J. The L's 2 letters over. Nope, the other way. That one. And then an E, like in your name. Did you get the E? A. D. Yep, there you go. That should... Did you find it? Okay. Cohen is playing Minecraft. He's obsessed. I have created a monster. Okay, so I put those tofu nuggets in at 350 for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip them and probably spritz them with some avocado oil spray. Hopefully they turn out. Did we have to contact YouTube to get unshadow banned?
After a while, because it kept happening, or it was because we were getting banned because of reports.
We were getting banned because of reports.
People were reporting our monkeys.
So people were reporting the monkey channel for monkey abuse.
Like animal rights people.
Animal rights people.
So yeah, we would have to contact them because they would like strike our channel for it.
Yeah. It was a mess and annoying.
It was very difficult getting in contact with people on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, to get in contact with like Google and YouTube is...
Next to impossible.
It is pretty much next to impossible unless you know somebody who knows somebody, which we knew somebody, so that was kind of
you
the
can
only
use
reason.
like third-party agencies.
Third-party agencies.
They want a
Yeah.
piece of your profits from your reviews. I think it was like 10% they were getting from them.
Yikes.
What you want, old dog? What you want?
Okay. So you got the next batch of collards.
Yeah, I'm about to start the rinse process.
Okay. Too many things. Too many things. Oh, geez. He said he's had a few people complain about him leaving the dog in the truck when he's gone inside.
Yeah. There's some
Well,
strange
we get
people.
like a ton of complaints just because we have a monkey. And people say,
why are you giving that monkey a bath?
why are you giving the monkey a bath? It needs to go back to its mom. But they don't, they just come on a video and troll, and they've never actually,
See, don't know what's going
they have
on.
no idea that,
I'll take
the
that
monkey has
chocolate
no
from the
mom.
chickens.
so.
Oh, he has a mom. She just didn't want nothing to do with him. Tossed him away.
Thank you, Angela, for stopping in. I truly appreciate it. Have fun running errands. You're right, some people are idiots. And that's probably the nicest way to put it, Gary.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we pretty much just ignore, hide them, move on.
You can set like a filter up inside YouTube and
Yeah.
filter out common things that are getting said.
Yeah, the monkey channel has like a lot of things that are filtered out.
We've gotten some strange comments.
We have gotten some very strange comments on that channel.
There's a whole album on my Facebook dedicated to it.
Thank you, Des. I appreciate it.
The Haters Wall of Shame. That's what it's called.
So your video views have gone down. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
You try one? It's pretty good. They're really holding up.
Those are super flavorful.
Holding the flavor of that.
Wow. They definitely kind of almost have a little kick to them from that seasoning. Ooh. Those are going to be delicious canned.
They're gonna be pretty good.
Yeah. I've just never canned greens, but it is definitely a gap in my pantry. So I figured while they were on sale, we would take advantage of it and get some greens on the pantry.
I feel like a lot of people are afraid of them because of like the process. But
It is kind of a process.
just to make them.
Right.
Well, I'm can them, but it's not too difficult. And they're really tasty if you do that. You're cutting them large enough so they don't just turn to mush as well. So
Right.
a lot of people cut them smaller and then they turn into like that canned spinach type of vibe.
Oh
It's
yeah, I don't want that.
Not that good.
I don't want that. They'll be
I cut them wide.
super soft from the canning process anyways.
Mm-hmm. So I cut them wide, a little bigger so they hold a little more their shape and stuff.
That could be, D. It's very, YouTube is such a funny platform, to be honest. They keep changing things too. So when we started 6 years ago, they did not have a lot of the rules and regulations that they do now.
It's the Wild West.
Yeah, before it was just like, once you were monetized and you didn't have to worry really about anything. And the monetization was like a lot more. We were making 10 times what we make now without even doing anything, so. Hi, Grow Big TV.
Then that YouTube Kids fiasco stuff happened.
Yes, and then YouTube got in big trouble for minors, so.
Soliciting ads to minors and then like suggested videos. It was like kids videos, and then in the middle of the kids video, you know, parents were putting on YouTube and set their kids down and watch like Paw Patrol, and it would flash out of the Paw Patrol and be like, go turn on your parents' stove, and then go back to Paw Patrol every so often. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
They got sued big time. I think it was like 79
Billion, million? Yeah, it was a lot.
It was $1 billion at least. It was a lot.
Tina says to add some red pepper flakes
And
into
they-
the.
That's when they started changing their guidelines.
Yep.
I will. That's when they started changing their guidelines to where they were really freaked out about it. Like, you weren't allowed colors in your videos. It wasn't like for kids. You weren't allowed.
Yeah. And our
letters or
monkey
numbers.
videos were being flagged as like for children because it was baby monkeys.
And then they put us on YouTube Kids.
And then they put us on YouTube Kids. Yeah,
so
it was
weird. Such a weird time.
YouTube is weird.
It's very
So.
strange time. Where are the freaks?
They're in the big container. They're a big one. I just do some of
I know. I saw them.
Oh, you know what? They're down there in that corner with all the other seasonings. Yeah, so we have Gary, Betloop 29, we've got Tina, we've got Joe from Grow Big TV, we've got Dee with Homestead in the Woods. It says there's 10 people watching, but I definitely don't see 10 in the comments, so we've got some lurkers. You want to pull that tray out?
It's pet flakes.
Oh, those are gonna be yummy. I gotta flip them.
Those are looking kind of pale.
Yeah, they're looking kind of pale, Luke says.
Might be eating a lot of these greens before they get to where they go.
Luke's just over here eating all my greens.
I love me some collards.
I don't make them very often. Alright, we are gonna flip these tofu nuggets.
Tofu nuggets. No food nuggets.
I like them.
Remind
So
me
I'm gonna
of those,
spray them with some avocado.
remind me of those cheese balls. They look like
They do kind of look like little cheese balls.
Cheese balls there.
I'm hoping that these turn out and these are something that I can freeze. And then whenever the kids want nuggets,
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Yes, my kids say they're hungry
20
a
times an hour.
million times a day.
Especially you.
He says, not me. He's not as bad as Xylee is. That's why he says not me. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie says she canned 7 quarts of collards yesterday. Kroger had them on clearance for 90 cents.
Yeah, now's the time to get the collards. Seems like everyone's got them on clearance.
Yeah, so we got ours for 50 cents. So I bought 6 bunches, and this is the first time we've ever canned them. Hang on one second.
Ooh, got warm over here.
Sorry. She
Toast
lit
my
his
buns.
butt on fire. So we are working on processing them, and I've not canned greens before, but I asked Tina how she does hers. So we are using her recipe to get some on our shelves because it is definitely something that
I thought it was a superfood. So like one of
I
the
would assume
better-
collards is a
was a
superfood.
better green to eat, right?
Has more nutrient dense.
Iron and
Yeah.
A, vitamin A, potassium.
Yeah, 90 cents is a good deal. 50 cents is like a super good deal. And I wouldn't have known it had Tina not texted me and said, hey, these are on sale.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, it was a good call. And he says as he's like sitting here very angry that he's having to de-step and everything else.
Curse you, Tina.
Oh no, Tina. It's his own fault for being up early.
Thanks.
Stephanie is asking, what's your favorite foods to have with the collards?
With them?
Yeah. Mine is
the traditional
cornbread.
black eyed peas with it, and some cornbread and stuff.
Cornbread.
We did ham with it.
Yeah, we've done
Eat it
ham.
with ham. We eat it with. Sometimes I just eat it.
Yeah, he just likes
I
them.
like the greens. Yeah.
My
like
kids
them.
will just eat them too.
I've seen them done with turnip greens.
Turnip
and
greens,
turnips
yeah.
as well. They're a little spicier than
Mustard greens.
mustards. Yeah, actually that sounds good.
Yeah.
I might try that later.
So in this batch we added ham hock, and bacon, onion. And I took the scraps from
Garlic.
garlic. From the freezer that I've been saving of like the outer shell of the onions and the garlic and like the tops of celery, the ends of like carrots, scraps like that. I put them in the freezer, and then when I go to make like a veggie broth or a chicken broth, that's what I use as like the base. And so I had a small bag of that, so that's what I did first, was use the kitchen scraps to make a base. And then we strained that out and added in the ham and the onion and the garlic.
The bacon.
The bacon. Can't forget the bacon.
I snuck 4 pieces of bacon. For all you bacon lovers out there, we win.
Pieces.
Was delicious.
I was kind of wondering why the bacon looked a little thin. Nah, it'll be good either way. It'll be good either way. I do wonder if you can freeze dry these like this. It'd probably be weird.
I would assume it's like the kale, like it's all crunchy weird.
Buffy, what do you need? More bacon? No, I put it in the collards. Look at him. Now you got the little one talking about bacon.
He's like, bacon sounds good.
And he's like, bacon? Where, huh?
I just kind of snuck him inside a little piece.
You did.
I may or may not have given
See,
him some bacon.
okay, so I only put in like 1 pack of bacon. It sounds like only 1 pack made it into the pot.
Alright, time to get covered.
Okay. I'm gonna move this over so they can. Whoa. We've got a lovely view of outside at the moment.
Rained out back there a bit.
But, well, I'm about to take these out too, it says.
That was a lot of water.
We've made a mess of the kitchen, and it's not even 2. Oh, Stephanie says she powders the freeze-dried greens. See, well, I got my freeze dryer last October, so I've had it for a little over a year. And I have not, we didn't grow a bunch of greens last year, but plan to this year, so. The freeze dryer has just been full nonstop of stuff anyways. Okay, these need to be crispier.
Oh, my hands are so cold.
Yeah, that is very cold.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 425, let's bake for 5. We're gonna get those nice and crispy.
Let me go back here.
Do you want me to?
No, I'm
Trade
just
you
gonna
out?
switch it over real quick and drain this water.
Okay, Joe says that collard greens are nutrient dense and low in calories. They are an excellent source of calcium, folate, vitamins K, C, and A, and high end fiber.
Away. Stuff. Thank you for that valuable nutrient information.
Tina says she hasn't freeze dried them. She would probably do it with kale. Yeah, we need to get Seedling started desperately.
I want to do the purple kale.
The purple kale is really good. If you've never grown purple kale, it is like the best. It tastes amazing, and it does really well here in North Carolina. Like really, really well. 2 plants will keep us.
We grew them 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
They lasted all summer till first frost.
Yep, they were awesome. We will definitely do those again. And then tomatoes. I know Baker's Creek has the purple tomatoes. I was really, 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 really wanting those this year, but it looks like they, due to production issues, are not going to be able to send them out to customers this year, which is very sad because I am all about the purple. And so we are going to have to just stick with our pink Ozark
Which I like those.
tomatoes.
They're pretty good.
Those did the best this past year. I feel like everything we've tried in the past that's done well did not do well this year, and I think that that's just the temperature.
Flexing.
Yep. So, like the tomatoes that have done well, the canning tomatoes before in the past, that did not do well this past year. It just got way too hot and way too dry. I think we got temperatures up to what, 101, 102
Here?
for a couple days? Yeah. So,
It's quite warm.
but the pink Ozark ones did like phenomenal.
We can a bunch still.
Yeah, I still have some in the bottom of the freezer. I canned a bunch. I freeze dried a bunch. We did lots of tomatoes.
Frying them for breakfast.
Lots of tomatoes. I don't have no bakey, Stinky.
Bacon mouse.
Tina says they're looking for determinate tomatoes to grow.
Yeah, they're much easier to manage.
They are
for
much
sure.
easier to manage.
Much easier. Less
But you said you
wild.
ordered from Baker's Creek, right? Did you get some
Yeah,
from them?
I've been hearing lots of great things with seeds lately. There's lots of mixed ones. People getting zucchini seeds for cucumbers and
Oh,
vice versa.
that's no good.
Not necessarily for baker seeds, just in general, across the board.
Right.
Some of it didn't sprout.
Well, mine, if they don't sprout, it's because I didn't water them.
Black thumb.
Pretty bad with
Yeah.
getting things going. Once they're going, I'm okay, but
Yeah. Pretty bad.
that's the one with the green thumb. You can make anything freaking grow.
We got avocado. Oh, I should bring one over here.
Yeah, you
Avocado
should.
trees still
Avocados.
going in the wintertime.
Yeah, we've got some avocados in the windowsill,
Onion, garlic.
onions, garlic. We're doing the next rinse on these collards, the last round of them. I didn't know how many to buy because I've never canned them before, so I bought 6 bunches, which is probably way more than we needed.
Ta-da.
Yeah, it looks
Looking
good.
He's ready for dirt. It's about time to change the water though. Usually it reaches. Eventually they'll all curl in like that. He's plopping back in his water.
We had 2 avocado trees in the greenhouse, and I managed to kill them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Took matters into my own hands.
So Luke decided to grow. Yeah, no hybrid seeds. I think we're gonna just do straight heirloom seeds this year. I actually need to sit down and do our garden planner again. I was looking at doing raised beds in that new part of our garden that we did, that we dug up last year. I mean, it's just so expensive. And that's not counting the dirt that we would need to fill all of it.
I'm thinking some more manure.
So, yeah, manure. We need to find somebody we can,
Find some horse puppy.
we need to find some horse poop. Find somebody who will be willing to give us their poop for free.
Last time I had to go pick it up in totes.
Yeah, because we don't have a truck or anything.
Oh,
We're not going to be able to
gross.
do that this year because we don't have a van.
Yeah, well, I could fit a tote back there, I reckon. Just have to be prepped beforehand.
Yeah. We'll have to figure it out. We'll get crafty some way, shape, or form. Or borrow a truck.
U-Haul. $20 truck as long as it's in town.
There we go.
Oh, this is so cold.
Yeah, why didn't you use warm water? You have to use cold water?
Because I'm retarded.
No. I just didn't know.
Yeah, that was not thinking. Oh,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
they're getting brown, ain't they?
Yep, I'm gonna put them back in for a couple more minutes.
I don't know.
My nose itches.
I don't know, party people. I don't know about these.
Luke is skeptical of my tofu nuggets.
They look like crab cakes or something.
They do kind of look like crab cakes. They'll probably have a texture of crab cakes, kind of like a soft inside texture.
Right.
I
Gross.
don't, all I know is I'm gonna drown it with sriracha sauce. So I don't know. I don't care.
Kids sriracha. You need more.
No, I was gonna use my Chick-fil-A sriracha
That makes sense.
because it is the best.
I got the real. I managed to find for cheap.
Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna have to do, Dee, because we need to do that plus dirt. So it's just too much. We used to have a van, but we traded it out for a small Jeep that has like no trunk space. So
It's like Jeepers don't eat.
we'll have to figure that out when the time comes. Add it to that list. There's always something. Put the rest of this tofu in a bag. Get it in the fridge.
Trash bag?
No. Yo. I can't be the only one that likes tofu. Anybody else like tofu? I can't be the only one. There has to be others. He says ew, but he doesn't know that he's eaten it before.
Are there bees in here?
Yes.
Yes, there are bees in there. Those are little beehives.
Why are they not coming out?
Is it nighttime?
Yes.
Oh, then they're sleeping. You gotta wait till it's daytime and then they'll come out. Tina says tofu is just okay.
Fair.
Fair enough, Tina, fair enough.
It's okay for the trash.
No! Not okay for the trash.
Couldn't be me.
It is you, you just don't know it. I feed it to you
No.
all the time.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mommy.
I told you there was bees.
What?
I told you.
They want my honey.
You want your honey?
Yeah, if you're standing there with a thing of honey in your hand, then yes.
Those are big old bees.
They are big bees in there.
Big.
Alright.
This is the last one. You put the vinegar in the mirror.
Last batch. Yeah, do vinegar first and then
Might go left.
I don't want to mix the vinegar in with that. You don't mix anything in with this.
I think I gotta put my hands in there all over again.
I can do it if you want.
turning blue here.
Oh no. Oh, I guess I should set the timer on this, huh? I'm gonna have burnt tofu nuggets.
We're doing something.
Got sidetracked. Okay. We're gonna do white vinegar. This is the fourth wash?
Yeah.
Fourth wash. So many greens. Tina, I might have bought too many.
Might need both of that.
What, a bowl of greens?
Yeah. Might have makes sense. Make sure they're good.
Make sure they're good. Oh, okay.
Make sure they're quality assured. Quality assured greens.
Quality assured green. I should have bought some cornmeal, make some cornbread. Here we go. Oh, bear, that is cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hand hurry cold.
Lord have mercy. When it's cold outside, our water inside is always so much colder. Okay, so I'm gonna let those sit for a couple minutes.
You want to try one, buddy?
I have no idea how many pounds, Dee. I just grabbed bunches. And I don't think that they were weighed out beforehand, to be honest, because there was small bunches and big bunches and they were all the same price. So no idea. We just kind of go with the flow. Like always. You like some? Little man likes collard greens. I don't think he was old enough the last time I've made them for him to remember them. All right. Tofu nuggets done. They were 50 cents for bundles. They were like bundled in like 2 packs. It was a lot. Yeah, they're good? Good deal. What'd you do with those rubber bands?
They're on the other side behind the air fryer. Behind the prep button. To the right.
Okay. I wanted to see if it said the weight on there. No, it just says how to cook them.
Here are a couple pounds.
They had to be a couple pounds each. Like it was definitely more than a pound per bundle.
Each bundle in whole stock.
7 quarts was 8 pounds. Okay, I'm gonna do mine in pints. Thanks, Joe, for stopping in. I'm doing mine in pints only because
Each
my...
one was a whole bush. Each one's a whole stock.
Yeah, but there was 2 per rubber band.
So I would say probably a pound each.
So it was 2 pounds, you think, for that one bundle?
8 pounds probably.
I think it was probably close to 2 pounds.
For each bundle. You got 6.
Yeah, and I got 6 bundles.
So it's not too bad.
Probably 10 to 12 pounds worth of greens, I would say. If I had to guess, it was a lot. It was a good price.
Okay. Multiple.
I don't know, we'll find out once I start putting them in jars. I'm not sure how many jars it's gonna take me, to be honest. And only have so many pint jars left, so I'm gonna have to probably do a round of pints and then a round of
That's collard greens.
quarts. If my kids don't eat
Colin
them.
would like a
So,
bowl of this.
Colin wants a bowl of greens.
Yep. Humbly requested a bowl of greens. Just doing a little spoonful. A little bit of ham in there. Want to try some of these, Zyla? Yeah? Let's do a little tester here.
Mmm.
Hand it to her.
Hand it to Xylee?
Yeah. Little piece of greens there. Try it out, see if you like it.
Here, come here, Bean. What you got in your mouth? What you have in here? Oh, chew that first before I hand you more food.
Crazy girl.
Chew.
Comes in for food with food in her mouth.
I know. They are really good though.
Put some salt on them, some lours.
Do have a bit of a kick. Here, come stand right here.
Oh wait, here, let me salt it over. Some salt on that for that. There we go, that's fine.
Okay, you ready?
Can't have too much salt, it's ingredients. Come to this table then, bud.
What'd you think? You like them?
Put some ham in there.
Yeah?
Too, okay?
Pretty good, huh?
What?
Here, let's try this.
Wait, hold on.
Tofu nugget.
Let's see if she wants it with some ham. See how.
Oh, eat it with the hand?
Try with some ham.
She'll eat anything. Anything besides tomatoes. And that's good too?
Some better with the ham, huh?
Okay. What about
What am I?
a bite of Mama's homemade tofu nuggies?
Tofu nuggies?
Tofu nuggies.
Are you
Ooh, ash
killer
cheese.
something?
A little bit of dip. Yeah?
Yeah, they're good.
They're good?
Try some.
Kid approved.
I'll be doing the yum yum dance.
He's over there wiggling, eating his collard greens.
Yeah. Sam and collards. That stuff's good for you, Bubby. Grows your big and
You can
strong.
go. Come here, my love.
Oh.
I don't even like the way it's looking at me.
Okay. Scoot out.
Oh, let me grab my sriracha, cover up any.
He's trying to cover it. Yes, successful day. This will be the true test.
I already hate it.
You haven't even tried
I
it.
already hate it.
Gotta eat it. Gotta eat it all.
He's questioning what's going on in his mouth.
Oh no.
Tastes like something. It's not bad.
Tofu and veggies.
I just taste the veggies. I think that's what's going on.
Oh.
Kiss carrots.
Well, the tofu takes on any flavor that you
Oh,
put
it
with
was
it. I
sriracha,
could,
though.
you know what I should do is liquid smoke the tofu for like 30 minutes before adding it in.
Your liquid smoke. Hi, Mama.
I think that would be good.
Yeah.
Can you hand me the Chick-fil-A sriracha? Because
Yes.
I'm going to devour the rest of these.
Oh my.
Bubs, do you want to try one of these tofu nuggets?
Nuggies.
See what the little man thinks.
All right, Bubby. Here you go.
If they like them, we will be able to make them in bulk when I find tofu and veggies on sale.
They're okay. I'd eat them if I was starving.
If you were starving.
To death.
Death? Oh my. I'm going to put some Chick-fil-A sweet and spicy sriracha on them.
Sweet and spicy.
Mm-hmm.
How is it?
Yeah, you liking that, bud?
Okay.
It's good, huh, Tink? See?
Yeah, we all like Mama's food.
Okay.
We want to try it with ham.
See, my kids are
Small
good.
bites, okay, bud?
They like their veggies.
Yep.
They truly do.
I like broccoli.
You like broccoli, yep. Cohen loves his cucumbers and carrots
And tomatoes.
and tomatoes. Yeah, Xylee don't like tomatoes, but everybody else does.
Bleh.
But yeah, I mean, the inside of them are, you can definitely see like the veggie. And it's slightly squishy from the tofu, but they're good. Hmm? You want some of this one?
What's it?
Sweet and spicy sriracha Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Na, 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 na.
Okay. Take it back over your bowl though. Okay. You want some of it with the sauce on it?
Yeah, not too much.
Well, I can't really control this container.
Container is one.
You'll need water. Okay. Get your water ready. Mika, out.
Let me get my jar.
Mika, out.
I'm gonna do a test.
You're gonna do a test. Okay.
Okay, but make sure
He's
you
gonna do a
get
test.
your jug ready. No. I'm doing a test.
Well, if anything, I like them. They're healthy and they're cheap.
Delicious. Delicious.
I agree. Delicious. So, those might be in my next budget meal video because one block of tofu would easily drink some water, little man.
I can't put this anywhere.
Oh, set it on the table. Here, we gotta get little man some water. Okay. I think a block of tofu is like $2. You can catch it on sale sometimes for $1.79. Buy one squash, one zucchini, and one carrot. And
I love zucchini.
I didn't even add any flour to it, like I said I was going to. And some breadcrumbs. Got an easy, healthy snack, lunch, meal. Okay. Watch out, Nugget. Go that way, please. So the next thing we need to do is get these rinsed, and then we are going to use the Mirror Safety food detoxifier on them. Which I did do a full video review on this device. It is pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. We used it the other day on meats, and it was crazy how much dye came out of the meat that they had put in it to make it look fresher than it really was. Yes,
Can I
then.
have them to cereal bars? What's wrong?
Yes, you may. Okay, so getting these out. And then once I get these added to the pot and wilt it down for a couple minutes, I am going to start the actual canning process. The fun part. So this is the kind of madness that I get into. Seems like almost daily I find something like this to do. I also found some heavy whipping cream was discounted, and it was not like close to date. I think like the 26th or the 27th was its best by date. And it was like one of the big ones. Go ahead and open it. It was like one of the big ones, and it was like $2.69 or something like that. So I don't usually cook with heavy whipping cream, so I don't typically have that. But I do make homemade sour cream with that, or with half and half, whichever one I can find on sale. So I have 2 quarts of that going in my Excalibur dehydrator right now. I have it on the yogurt setting. And you can make that with just the heavy whipping cream and some Greek yogurt. Just as long as the Greek yogurt has the good bacteria in it, the probiotics in it. And I do add a little bit of lemon juice. It's not necessary, but it's optional. And then you just shake it and put it, you can put it in your dehydrator or in an oven on the very lowest setting. And ferment it for 12 to 24 hours, and that makes like the most delicious sour cream, like hands down. Hands down. And it's cheaper if you can find the heavy whipping cream or the half and half on sale. It's cheaper because I'm getting 2 quarts of sour cream versus a little tub for less than $5. So those are the kind of random things that I get myself into daily. I also bought, my local Ingles had 15-pound bags. Are they 15-pound bags, Tina? If Tina's still here, she knows how many pounds they are. Are they 50 pounds? I don't even know. They're heavy though. It's a lot. But I bought another one of those. They were russet potatoes. And so I'm sitting on like 150 pounds of potatoes right now that I need to figure out what to do with at some point, hopefully here soon. So I'm gonna add my Mirror Safety Food Detoxifier right in here, and you just don't want the water to go above this black line. I'm just gonna use my kitchen sink to do it. 50-pound bags? Okay, so it is 50-pound bags. So, Tina, if you need some russets, I could split half the bag with you. I just bought them yesterday, but it was an impulse buy, and now we gotta figure out what to do with that. This is why I can't do the 3 Rivers challenge, the pantry challenge, because when there's stuff on sale, I don't want to miss the sale. I guess if I just don't go to the store, then I wouldn't be tempted, right? Easier said than done. So yeah, I'm sitting on 150 pounds then of potatoes. 100 pounds of sweet potatoes, 50 pounds of russets. And I haven't opened the russet bag, so I don't know if they're the big ones, the small ones, how close to getting eyes they are. I literally just bought them and put them. Yes, see, and then when you had mentioned that yesterday about making gnocchi, I was like, I've got potatoes to do it, so I definitely could. And I wonder if those would freeze dry, homemade gnocchi, if you could make them, freeze them, then freeze dry them. I don't know then if you like reconstituted them, if they would turn to mush. I'm not sure, but I want to try getting more things like that through the freeze dryer as a test, so I know what works. More whole foods, but not just like ingredient based. So I've been doing a lot of ingredient based things in my freeze dryer. So just chicken, or just veg, or just kale or spinach or onions, and then plan to throw them all together at some point and make meals. But I want to get more meals or more like staple items versus just ingredients in there. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on and put all of this back in. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and the rest of this. There's so many greens. Alright. So much. Okay, so this has a couple different settings on it. I know you can't see. I would assume you could put them just in the freezer. It's flour, potato, and egg, right? Is essentially all the ingredients for that. Salt. So this has different settings on it. Don't know if it's gonna do where you can see. So it's got raw, heat treatment, anti-parasitics, and others. So I'm going to turn it on raw, and then it can do, excuse me, you too. Enough, please. It's got vegetables, fruit, berries, greens, mushrooms, meat, fish, seafood. So I'm going to put it on greens, and I'm actually going to put it down in the water because you don't want to start it without it being put in the water. That is like the number one biggest no-no with this thing. So as long as you remember to put it in the water before you push the buttons. Greens, and then I'm going to start. I'm going to kind of push these down a little bit. And what that does is that kills anything that's on the produce, and it also washes them and oxidizes them. So, cool little machine. Definitely have used the snot out of it. I've used it a lot more than I thought I would. So, can't go wrong there. The next thing I need to do is get some of this stuff out of the way so I can start canning. Because there's just too much. Did you already have one of those? Okay, are you still hungry? One, and then that's it, please. Sit down. Okay. So let's get some of this cleaned up and out of the way so we can start the next process. This is gonna be a long video because this is what it's really like. Me all day in the kitchen. Literally all day in the kitchen. Making messes that I have to clean up. I don't know, I can't be the only one that spends their day in the kitchen. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Put these last two tofu nuggies to the side. Somebody will definitely eat those if I don't munch on them while I'm doing this. Let's see. We're gonna start getting some hot water going because I do need to put my jars in hot water. Dogs had to go out. Let's see, we are done with the vinegar on that side. You can see I've got a mess going on here as well. There's just messes everywhere. Oh, no, here, come here, bring that here, I can help. Holy lordy, let me see those scissors. We don't need scissors to open this. Oh, it does have perforated lines, you're right.
Why did it say that?
Well, you're supposed to use your fingers, not a scissors. Here, there you go. Okay. Throw that in the bin, please. Trash in the bin. One, and then you're done with that. You've had enough. Okay. So let's see what else we can get cleaned up and out of the way. This is going to be needs washed. This will be so much easier when I get a new dishwasher because that would save me a ton of time. Okay. one of the other projects that I will be doing later is I bought myself a cabbage because Tina also reminded me that I'm out of sauerkraut. So this is not as good of a deal as what you had seen at the banana box store, but I want to say they were 69 cents a pound or something, so it wasn't terrible. But I will be doing that as well at some point today, probably in between canner loads.
I'm getting griefed on Facebook there about these collards. They're like, collards grow like weeds. Why would you buy them? You can't buy them when SHTF, you can't buy from the store. I'm like, bro, they're 50 cents a bundle. Why wouldn't I buy them? Like, what? I was like, plus, with the stormy flooding weather we've been having, I'll just lose them anyway. And then, like, growing them, yeah, they do grow easily. They're even winter hardy, like the low teens. But, like, by the time I mix dirt into the clay and fertilize them, it's just way more cost effective right now when I can buy them. So, like,
Right.
it just don't make sense. I'm not gonna argue with them. I'm good.
Facebook trolls. Little Village Homestead. Dee says to go check them out. She does a lot with potatoes. I saw her making fries in the freezer with some of hers, and she does a lot of freezer stuff. Okay, I will definitely check her out after this.
I like taters.
I have seen some canning French fries and have always wanted to do it, just didn't have a French fry cutter to do it or make them look pretty, but I have definitely canned potatoes. We have a lot of canned potatoes. Sweet potatoes, regular potatoes,
Taters.
taters on taters on taters. Yeah. But we have found that there's, I don't know if it's a taste or a texture that we don't really prefer with the canned.
Texture.
It's the texture. I knew it was one of them. The texture after you can them. I'm not sure.
Try something you can put in. So.
I don't know, because I do a like a parboil on them before to get some of the starch off. So, I don't know. Who knows?
Probably some like baking soda or something.
Baking soda, yeah. So baking soda is what I have been using for my beans to help reduce the chemicals in that causes you to toot.
Which I like that chemical.
I don't. You be running around all fired up, crop dusting everybody in this house. Yeah, they do turn out really soft. I've wondered if you can add like citric acid to it, like what you do for the pickles.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
But I don't know. I haven't researched it, to be honest. There's too many things on my mind in a day. Very squirrel-like here. As you can see, we've got thousands of things going at once. Yeah. I should have bought a new ring for this, but I did not. So this is going to leak heavily.
Yeah, we forgot to do that, didn't we?
Yeah. Too late now.
Just send me a link and we'll order it.
Okay. You'll have to wait till I'm done with the lard.
It's kind of pertinent.
Yeah, it is. So the rubber seal on my canner is
Kaput?
Capuzza. Definitely Capuzza. So it, as it's coming up to pressure, it leaks around the rim onto my stove. So there's no cracks or anything in it. I've like checked it and triple checked it, but I can't tell you the last time I replaced it, so it's probably time, that's for sure. There's only one store that I know of around here that carries them, that farm store where I usually get my chicken feed, but this month I did not get my chicken feed from there because they were not open. Dee says she used her canned potatoes for mashing.
Makes sense. A bit mushy.
Oh my goodness, there's so much up here. We gotta move this stuff.
Let me in my box. Let me
Yes.
I'll let him in a second.
Okay.
Stay in the camera.
We've been live for 95 minutes already.
I feel like it.
No, it doesn't. Never does when you're dinking around in the kitchen. Okay, so that is done. That's about how long it takes. About 5-10 minutes per batch. I'm gonna turn it off. We haven't even started the actual canning process.
Go like this.
No, my nose is just.
It's cold, isn't it? You use warm water?
No, I made the same mistake you did.
You get the brains on top?
Tina says Ace Hardware might have the canning. I think the what is that?
You
Bean.
have an AC?
She said Ace Hardware.
Like Tina?
Yeah, like Tina.
Tinglish Tina?
Tinglish Tina, yes. Don't let him make fun of you, Tina. Tina is the reason we are in this mess right now.
I blame you, Tina.
Oh. Blame Tina. That's going to be the name of a Facebook post. Look what Tina got me into today. No, more like Natasha has never done this before, didn't know how many to buy, and like bought way too many. This is probably gonna be like 3 or 4 rounds in the canner. She says, sorry pal, but you will thank me later.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
After shit hits the fan, I will say thank you, Tina.
Now I'm telling college, I'm like, Tina!
No. I'm just happy that the kids like it because that would kind of be poopy doing all of this and then me and Luke are the only ones that like them.
Yeah, I'm halfway eating some more, for
Well, you better eat them quickly because I'm about to start. Yeah, because once I throw these in there, I'm gonna.
Here's my bowl.
I put your bowl in the sink because it was in the way.
There. I made another dish.
Good thing we've got a dish doer.
Got a guy for that.
It's not me.
It's not me.
And then as soon as the dish doer leaves, we are buying a dishwasher.
Just plugging that one back in, ain't we?
No, the motherboard's bad in it. We gotta buy a new one.
Okay. Best Buy time.
Best to buy, yes. I don't even need a fancy one, honey. Just get me something that'll do.
You got the fancy one.
We could do the budget one. I don't even need nothing fancy. Just as long as it ain't me doing the dishes.
You get the fancy one in case I have to do the dishes.
Okay, fair enough. He's buying. Alright, here we go. You got your bowl of delishy.
Yeah, let's put some of this ham back in. Ham on the ham.
Alright, I'm gonna put. Oh my gosh, so much.
Hey,
Hey,
Mommy,
buddy.
I want to show you something.
You're gonna have to wait 1 second, man.
Abracadabra, make this mess up. Okay.
You're goofy little.
Madman. You're a madman.
And again. I doesn't do that.
It's on a ring.
What?
It's on a ring.
What?
It's on a ring.
What's a ring?
The ring you're holding. You're holding it. That's the ring.
Oh yeah.
Hold the mama.
Daddy, can I have some more ham?
This entire pot is full to the brim.
He's sloppy. What? Look. Look. That's Daddy. That's how I do it, huh, Daddy?
I figured if I eat some of it down, you'd get it all in there.
Yeah. You might need to eat another bowl.
Really?
No, I got it. But that's what I'm gonna say, so I can get you to eat more greens.
Oh.
Oh.
I've had the fattest bowl.
You're full of greens, Daddy.
You're full of greens. Nah, that's perfect.
No.
Is Ali having a bowl of it?
Okay. So, I'm going to turn this on. Oh man,
I'm sleepy.
you're sleepy?
Yeah.
The fun is just beginning.
No. Nice.
For you guys, you have no fun.
This is true.
Just Daddy having no fun. Kids say the darndest things, don't they?
No fun for Daddy.
Is that sad, Daddy?
Because that's sad.
No,
Sad days.
put it that way. Fun gets me in trouble.
True.
Fun gets me in trouble.
True.
Yeah, I have too much fun.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, Ollie hates that I do that.
Drink the water that holds the snake.
What happened, man? What happened? The snake thing here? The snake? Alright.
The snake.
Alright, so now I'm going to go through and I'm going to start getting my jars warmed up. I know my jars are clean, but for the sake of not busting any and putting warm stuff into a cold jar, I am going to warm them up. Kind of wash them-ish. Rewash them. Hot water, a little bit of vinegar before I fill them. And I do need to get my canner on the stove. Okay, so that is getting warm. I usually use the dishwasher, but as we were just saying, my dishwasher doesn't work. So, usually though, I run the jars in the dishwasher and then pull them out hot. Not an option, so. Just gonna add some vinegar, boiling water. Gonna boil some more. Okay, so we got that going. I need to clean this area up here. Okay, Carolina Readiness in Waynesville has some gaskets.
I'm nervous drive. Moment. I'm nervous, but later worried about. There's all the flooding going on.
Oh yeah.
Lots of roads closed, lots of routes not routing.
There's lots of roads closed right now from the flooding because we're in kind of a.
I don't know, like, which route would be best. There's one way to find out.
Group.
Either way.
We gotta work with what we have today. Because if shit hit the fan, that's what we would have to do. Work with what we have. So.
We're gonna practice now.
No, I already know that it's okay. It's just more so annoying because it makes the floor wet. But and I did save my bacon grease from cooking the bacon. Okay, we've got 2 random quart jars. And I could honestly, if I felt like it, go out to the shed and grab the ring off of the other canner. But I don't really like doing that. Me and the shed don't get along. The wasps are bad. Okay, so my canner calls for 3 quarts of water in the bottom. So there's quart number 1. I just am using my cheapo Presto canner. I don't have an All-American, although I totally wish I did, but I do not. I have dibs on my mother's to inherit hers. Yeah, so, yeah, peeling them's no fun. However, I've got some wonderful gentlemen in my life that can peel potatoes.
I'll peel your table, baby. Are you talking about that big bag of potatoes?
Yeah.
Never mind, Luke will peel your potatoes, baby.
The 50-pound bag of taters. Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, I want to say that that was 3. And because it's a longer batch and I know that I lose a lot of water, I always add just about half a cup more. And I do have my divider thing down in the bottom, and I do have a spare one to stack because I'm using pints. We're canning in pints.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of like a babysitter. I got like 4 babies.
So I'm gonna put my
Better
jars.
now, babies.
What?
I got like, no, it's pretend, Daddy. I'm a babysitter. Because the parents are pretty much on a meeting.
After we wake up.
You just woke up. Daddy only did
1, 2, 3, 4,
what do you call a
5,
turtle with no legs?
6, 7.
Right where you left it. Because it has no legs, it can't move, and that's where you left it. Hey, Mommy.
What, Peanut?
What do you call a turtle with no legs?
No idea. What do you call a turtle with no legs?
Right where you left it.
Right where you left it.
Because a turtle with no legs, it doesn't really move.
Oh my.
We got a mini comedian.
Mini comedian in the house. Mini gamer. Okay.
And I just want to tell you one more thing.
It's still kind of windy out there.
Hard to open. I tried to. Yeah?
I felt so bad for my chickens, man. They did not like that weather yesterday. No, they were mad.
Tasha, she asked you for this?
How many is that? Is that another one after?
No.
That's the original one? Then
Yeah,
yes.
I
Okay.
couldn't even open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then yes, she did ask for that one. But that's it after that. No more. Okay, I do have some of these
I see some of the time after.
these jars, and I need to check and see if the rings I have fit on them and they will work. I'm not sure. I want to say they do, but I can't remember. Looks like the seal wheel. Okay. They're gonna watch you for a second while I go grab lids and rings.
All right, I'm trying to cut my fingers off.
Yeah, please don't.
Wouldn't be bad. Hello, budget buddies. Me with the golden knife trying to cut all these collard stems for the chickens. We're almost done. Got quite a few done already. They seem to like them. They came a running, so my lovely ladies, as I call them, had them trained pretty good since they were chicks. All I have to do is go, and they come running up to me, looking for food. What you got, a can of rings?
I got a bag.
Lids? Did you hear Xylie's joke?
Yeah, that's funny.
It's goofy. Very goofy. She's a funny one. Wow, lots of potatoes.
Okay, so these do actually seal, so I can use these ones.
Never thought about using the apple peeler to peel potatoes. Might have to try that out with that handy dandy peeler you got that one time.
Yeah?
Yeah, this one said it hurts their hands, so they use an apple peeler to get most of the skin off.
Can you just steam them and take the skin off?
I would assume so. Maybe steaming them. Steaming them gets the skin off a little easier. You have to wait till they cool down, I would imagine. That'd be a little difficult, be hot. Ah! No, I'm just kidding. I do that to Tasha all the time. She hates it. You find them?
I don't have enough jars.
What about in the garage?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have to do some big jars. You don't have enough jars.
11, 12, 13. I need 5 more to fill a canner. I can't mix and match. This problem.
Oh, that stinks.
I mean, I can, but then I can only do so many.
Excellent.
If I do pints, then I can double stack.
I see. Canning things. I don't. I don't can. I should probably learn it. I understand the process though. So there's that. It's Tasha's realm. I just do the cutting, the chopping, the carrying, the peeling. The good stuff, right? The good stuff. All right, we are almost done. Let's see here. I am full. I ate too many greens. I hope that's not going to bring me trouble later, if you know what I mean. I guess it's more Tasha's problem than mine. She's out there hunting down jars. So we will keep cutting. I would talk more, but I don't want to cut my fingers off. Tasha got me these uber cool golden knives on Black Friday. I'll sale there. They're pretty nice. Came in a big old set with some cutting boards. Applesauce peeler core, apple peeler core. Just a little bit of it. Yeah, definitely. I think we have one of those ones you stick it on and like you spin it or something like that. And it takes them off. I have to look at it. It's been a while. We used to make applesauce for the kids when they were really little. It's floating around somewhere. We'll find it. We'll find it. What's up, man? Just waking up.
I thought y'all were doing the videos.
We are. It's live. Our dishwasher just woke up. You can take your dog out if you want. It's not gonna be a problem.
He sounds like he wants to get out there.
Alright. We are good here. So she's got it, I don't know what to do. I'm like, now what? I have no instruction. So we have all this done. Ugh, it's kind of a ton. Maybe I'll give some to the rabbit. I think he would like them. I guess I'll bring you with us. We will go out there. Hey, look, do you want to open this door for me? Well, I'm taking them out there to feed these to the chickens while we wait on Tasha. She's out there hunting down jars. Oh wait, she's coming back. I got lucky, you didn't get to see our storm. Our yards tore up from the storm still. Here we go, I'm finished. Oh, you found some jars, did we?
We had to dig in the like cracks of the crevices to find these last
Oh,
5.
my.
This is it.
Let me get this camera sorted for you. Here,
This is here.
I'll come a little closer.
Yeah.
Alrighty, there we go. How's that?
Perfect.
Sweet deal. I was running out of stuff to say. I finished all the things. I was like, whip, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Did he scare everybody away? Okay. So let's see, the other thing we need to do is get our lids. So if I remember correctly, it's been a long time since I've canned. It's like pretty much as soon as I got my freeze dryer, I pretty much stopped canning because to be honest, freeze drying is just way easier. Less time consuming, we'll say that. Not easier, time consuming. So it's been a while since I've done pints. I want to say 18 fit in my canner double stacked. And I am going to use my 4 jars canning lids. There is a discount code in the description box, or should be. If not, there will be at the end of this live. I'll put one there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when it comes to canning lids, I typically use the Walmart brand for things that don't have meats in them. And I use the higher quality brand ones that are more expensive for my meat items. That is just something I've always done because I get, you know, these lids can get expensive. And so that's kind of how I cut down on the cost, is I don't use the expensive lids every time. If, Jesus.
Big dog, come on.
Go doggy go. If you have it in your budget to be able to use these all the time, do so, because these like hardly ever fail. I don't think I've ever had one of the 4 jars ones fail. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I'm off to do
6, 7, 8. I've lost my helper. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 plus 1 in case I counted wrong, which happens. So if you have the money to use 4 jars all the time, highly recommend. But if you don't, that's kind of how I get around that, is I use the Walmart ones or the ones that are cheaper for water bath canning, my jellies, jams, jellies, vegetables, and anything that has meat like these, because this has ham and bacon in it, and is a longer processing time, I'm gonna use the higher quality guys. And I'm just gonna put these in a pot, put some water in there, and I'm not gonna boil them, I'm just gonna bring them up to a warm just to get the seal soft. There is, oh, it's a piece of food. Didn't get washed properly, it looks like. I already brushed it off. It was a little piece of food.
Did you mention we have a dishwasher? He's not really
Yeah, the dishwasher not so good.
enough to lower his pay rate.
Lower his pay rate. Lower his pay rate of $3.99 housing.
Picking up the yard at the moment.
Okay, yeah, it needs it. There's a couple branches that fell from yesterday's storm. Okay, so I'm gonna put those on the very back and put them on low. Give our greens here a good stir. My
Somebody say greens.
aprons match the greens.
Ooh, I'm full of greens. My belly almost hurts.
Oh no. He's gonna be pooping green. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so much. Wow. Okay. Is bro out? Oh no. Okay. Yeah, make sure you shut the gate.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. We are going to get our canner water warmed up because we're doing hot packing of everything. And then, let's see, let's go this way and start getting rings out. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do multiple rounds in my canner. I'm gonna start off doing the batch of pints, and then anything after that will have to be in quarts because I'm out of pint jars. I would prefer everything to be in pints just because my eldest is about to be gone, so it will just be like me, Luke, and the kids, and so a pint size serving is like a perfect side. But we're just gonna have to work with what jars we have because everything is full at the moment. I guess it's a good problem to have when you don't have any jars left. Means you need to go buy some more, right? I'm always keeping my eye out for free jars or for people getting rid of jars. Even if I have to give them a very good washing, I don't mind. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 18 plus 1 if I count a grown. See the growing trend here. All right. Whoa. That one tried to run away. I am going to grab a towel. We're going to put a towel down and then start getting our jars filled up. I'm just putting this down so I don't make a mess. I'm going to put my hair back so I don't get any hair in a jar, because that would be gross. Okay, so I think we are ready to start jarring. Oh my gosh. Holy lordy. That is heavy. Wow. Here we go. We are just gonna start getting these jarred up. Give it a good stir. Ouch, it's very hot. Burnt my finger. Oh, that is the big ham chunk. Don't want that in it. So I'm going to try to go in and do mostly a tight pack of these greens, and then I'll add the liquid and some of the meat parts at the end. But I want to try and get as much of this packed down in there as I can. So I recently broke my debubbler, so I am just using a bamboo chopstick as my debubbler. Ideal? No, but will work. Okay, so that kind of gave me a little bit more room. Some of that onion in there. Okay, that one is looking pretty full. I'm gonna go through here and add a couple pieces of that ham in there and a small piece of the bacon, just so I know that some of the meat made it into each jar. I'm gonna leave about an inch head space on these. Okay, so that one's got bacon and plenty of ham in that one. This is gonna take a minute. Oh my. I'm really trying to pack these tight, guys, so that way I'm getting the most out of my jars, to be honest, because I don't have any jars left. We gotta really get this packed in there. Then we're gonna top it off with the broth. Smells so good. Perfect. Of course, to get some bacon in there. Here's a piece.
And it begins.
This part's very time consuming too.
Want to switch out? Just let me know. What I'm telling you to.
Huh?
Want me to switch out with you? That's what you think.
My phone's about to die here soon.
Okay, CP.
Okay. No, I'm being like dead serious though.
That's it?
Yeah?
Oh, you can't plug it in, can you?
No, because it's on the stand.
You got a little bit of time.
A little bit.
That's a hurry, gal.
Can you open this back window for me, baby?
Good.
Hot.
I can do.
I'm
It's warm in here now.
dying.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, strap up. Let's see.
Wow, I'm making a mess here. This might just be easier to burn my hands and do it that way. We are like not even gonna make a dent in this. It's crazy. All right. Now, in order to keep these warm, I am going to do this in small batches because it's taking quite a long time to get this packed down in here. So I'm going to take these 4 jars, debubble them, wipe the rims with vinegar, put the lids on, and get them into the canner to just sit in the warm. Okay. This is really funny, debubbling. Debubbling is not something that I was taught to do growing up. I learned how to can from my mom. She never debubbled, ever. But as I grew older and I started reading how you're actually supposed to can and the safe way of canning, then I learned that debubbling is very important. But it's definitely not the way that I was taught. Okay, let's grab a paper towel and get those rims wiped off. I'm just using regular white vinegar. So we've got those rims wiped. We're gonna get our lids. Watch out, Shamboy. Watch out, it's hot. Like I said, I am leaving an inch headspace on these. And we have literally not even made a dent in this pot. So we might need to figure out some other ways. The 3 Rivers Challenge. Are you still on the live, Tina? I just saw the text go through at the top. Are you still on the live? I can answer it on here. Okay, so 1, 2. Well, if you are still on the live, if not, I will answer once the live is done through text. But if you are still on the live, the 3 Rivers Challenge is a pantry challenge where you do not go to the grocery store and you just use the stuff that's in your pantry. It's like a pantry rotation, and it's, from what I understand, 3 Rivers is one of the main channels. There's another channel that hosts it as well. It's an open collaboration. Anybody's welcome to join it and do it. But it's basically to help rotate your pantry. And they do it for the months of January, February, and some people stretch it into March as well. But basically, you do not go to the store. You do not buy anything. You just make all your meals at home from what's in your pantry. There are people that are joining and kind of making their own rules to where they are allowed to go to the grocery store and get dairy and fresh produce. I personally was on the fence about joining it because I don't really want to use up all of my pantry stuff, if that makes sense. The last thing I want is for something to actually happen in the world and I've used up all of my canned meats and things like that. So it's more of a time where I'm personally going to be more mindful of what's in the back of my pantry, and just start going through things that I do know need to be rotated and put those in the front and start incorporating those. I know that I have a snot full of blueberry jams from before COVID that we need to get through. My kids love blueberry cobbler, so I need to start making a bunch of that to get that out. I know I have a bunch of pickles from 2 or 3 years ago when the garden just produced so many pickles. I have not done pickles since. So that's like the basic premise of that challenge, is to use what you already have and to cook at home. But that also means, though, that a lot of people that are joining the challenge don't necessarily cook at home all the time like we do anyway. So it keeps them from going out to the grocery store, spending a bunch of money on foods that may go bad. It's to help with food waste. But that's like the basic premise of it. I was going to join it, but one, I don't have the time to film every single thing that I cook or make. Because you can see just this one thing is taking me all day to do, let alone trying to film it. Sorry. Let alone trying to film it, plus edit, and post it. It's too much for me. I just have too much other things going on. And plus, technically with this challenge, then I wouldn't have been able to go to the store today to get a deal like these collards, or to pick up some of the other stuff that I picked up that wasn't necessarily dairy or produce items, but were still really good deals. Not saying it's a bad challenge, though. It's definitely a good challenge. But I also don't have like half of the steer in my freezer that needs to be ate or anything like that. We kind of rotate through our stuff fairly well, I think, minus a couple of items. But like meat wise, we don't have like a ton extra. I mean, we could float for a couple months, but I'm not trying to use up all of it. I think a better time for us to do that would be during the summertime, when we can pull our fresh veggies from the garden and then supplement in stuff from the freezer, the meat stuff. That's just my personal preference. That, and I would much rather eat my produce fresh than having to preserve it. Wow, look at those beautiful chunks of ham in there. Add that in. Here's some bacon. Trying to balance the meat to greens ratio in these, because I don't want some jars to have no meat and some to have all the meat. The meat has kind of sank to the bottom of the pot, so we're trying to work around that. There are a couple of collaborations coming up that I am going to be in. The first one is Freeze Dried February, and that is one that is being hosted by Angela from the Inquisitive Farm. I always mess up hers. Inquisitive Farm Wife, I think. Her and another channel are the main hosts for that one. And so I will be on that one. That one is, my video will be at the end of the month for that. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I think I have an idea, but then in March, I will be co-hosting with Tanya from Lowell Family Adventures. Is what I believe hers is. I don't know. I have to look on my phone. I can never remember everybody's channel names. There's just so many. We will be doing a meal in a jar, and it can either be freeze-dried or dehydrated, because I know not everybody has a freeze dryer, but are still interested in making meal in a jars and having them on the pantry shelves. So I am going to open it up for both freeze-dried and dehydrated. And I have a list of people that I am going to probably reach out to within the next couple of weeks to see if they would like to be a part of that collaboration. Or if anybody in the chat wants to be a part of that one, they can email me and I can get them on the list, but it will not be like a fully open collaboration. It'll be designated out. And then I will be, some of the prizes for that one are going to be the vacuum sealer attachments for the food saver. Probably some oxygen absorbers. And then I am reaching out to Thrive to see if they would also like to contribute to the giveaway. And if not, I am personally, as a consultant, going to do something with Thrive Life in the giveaway. Depending on what's on sale in the month of March, will depend on what we throw in there for that. But that one is going to be called Emergency Meals in a jar. So emergency with March in it, emergency. That is kind of the name I came up with because I couldn't think of anything else for the month of March that was catchy like that. So actually later today, if I get a chance, probably won't, but tomorrow then I need to sit down and do the thumbnail work for that collaboration. So that one will be in March. I would ideally like to have one person freeze-dried and one person dehydrated per day to do a video. But I don't know if we will have that many sign up since it is the first year this one will be hosted. So yeah, some good collaborations coming up. We're making small headway with the pot of greens in here. Definitely have so much to do today, so little time. I did not do homeschooling with the kids yet, so I need to sit down, do that at some point. These are looking and smelling delicious. I can hear my kids yelling. Boom, boom, boom. fill the rest of this liquid. Okay. Whew, this is hurting my hands. Please excuse the neighbor. They are always doing something. Always. Welding, sawing, hammering, building. Oh, get back in here. These are really good. I do hear that these jars are boiling, and I don't want them to boil yet. So I'm going to turn that down.
I am bored.
You're bored. Is your daddy back there?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Can I have some more?
No, no more of those, please.
Or whooping for you.
A whooping for me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oh, puppy. Oh, cookie star.
Okay. I'm going to vinegar the rims of these. Oh, actually, I need to debubble them first. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. This one I'm gonna add just a little bit more liquid to. Yes, my love.
You're out of toilet paper.
Okay, we'll get it in a minute. You can grab some from the other bathroom.
Thanks. I wonder what the babies are up to.
No idea.
I know, right? They are really hard to take care. I got 9 children. No, wait, 10.
Oh my.
I know.
All right, go back there and play.
I know they come in every packaging.
10 babies, she says. Oh my. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew, I am definitely tired already. Those are hot. It did look good though. Oh my. Oh my. All right. What you need, jam boy? Hmm? Okay, so my phone is about to die. So I'm going to put this last one in here in the bottom. I'm going to grab my separator. We're going to separate and start the second layer, and then we are going to start processing this. I am going to vent it for 10 minutes, and then I will bring the pressure up and process it for 75 minutes because these are pints at 11 pounds of pressure. So that's what I'm gonna do. I will keep you guys updated on my community tab. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, for going on this little mini adventure for a couple of hours. This is pretty much what we get ourselves into on a daily, and I truly appreciate everyone here in the comments commenting and keeping it from not being so boring, me just standing here talking to myself all the time. And if you have any questions on canning greens or anything like that, I'm sure that there are some wonderful people down in the comments that can answer those for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Goodbye.